Hola, iniciamos una nueva lección de Visual English. Vamos a comenzar aprendiendo a formular ciertas preguntas y diversas aplicaciones del vocablo how. Por ejemplo, para preguntar cuánto, con un nombre en singular, se emplea how much, como a continuación vamos a comprobar.
How much does it cost?
How much does it cost? How much does it cost?
Si por el contrario queremos preguntar cuánto, pero refiriéndonos a un nombre en plural, entonces debemos aplicar la expresión how many.
How many dollars does it cost?
How many cassette tapes do you need? How many cassette tapes do you need?
Generalmente los adverbios se forman en inglés añadiendo el sufijo li al adjetivo. Así, por ejemplo, si slow es lento, lentamente o despacio se dirá slowly. Sin embargo, hay excepciones, como por ejemplo el adjetivo rápido y el adverbio rápidamente o deprisa, que tienen una misma forma, fast. De modo que para preguntar a qué velocidad se mueve algo, se emplea precisamente fast y se dirá how fast.
How fast do the modern planes go?
A continuación vamos a ver aplicaciones similares de how referidas especialmente a la altura, anchura o distancia.
How wide is this street?
How long did you walk? How long did you walk?
Para responder a las preguntas que utilizan este tipo de expresiones como how many o how much, se utilizan locuciones como all of them, es decir, todos, o none of them, ninguno de ellos. Estos giros en las respuestas breves van acompañados por el verbo defectivo correspondiente.
How many of your children can swim? All of them can. How many of your friends speak Japanese? None of them do.
All of my friends like traveling. All of my friends like traveling.
Which do you want?
None of them.
Which do you want?
None of them.
Aquí acabamos ya con la 25ª lección de este curso. Repasen y estudien los libros de apoyo. Podrán comprobar lo avanzados que vamos ya en los conocimientos de esta nueva lengua que están aprendiendo.
Tess McGill is a young, attractive secretary. For years, she has worked for demanding employers at very low pay. Tess is determined to use her intelligence and talent to free herself from this lifestyle. She finds employment at a New York City brokerage company, working for Catherine, a seductive, high-powered female executive, played by Sigourney Weaver.
I've never worked for somebody who was younger than me before, or for a woman.
Well, there's a first time for everything. That's not going to be a problem, is it, Tess?
No.
Good. Why don't you pour us a cup of coffees and come on inside? I'm light. No sugar.
Played by Melanie Griffith, Tess has had enough of fixing coffee for others. When an unexpected skiing accident confines her boss to bed, Tess doesn't hesitate to take over. With her sudden role change, she meets Jack Trainer, a successful investment broker played by Harrison Ford.
I have a head for business and a bod for sin. Is there anything wrong with that?
Tess continues to pretend to have a powerful job, and she and Jack instantly become partners in a career-making business venture. Soon, Jack wants more than a business relationship with Tess. The situation gets more complicated when Jack falls in love, something Tess wants to avoid.
We're in a business deal together now, and I just don't think that we should get involved that way. My life is real complicated as it is.
I don't want it complicated either. I just thought dinner, maybe a movie.
We both know what we're talking about.
I certainly hope so.
You know, maybe I just don't like you.
Me? Nah.
Soon, Tess gives in to Jack's charm and corporate flair, but continues with the help of a friend to hide her true identity.
You do, sir?
Mr. Jack Trainer to see you, Miss McGill.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Hold all calls, Miss McGill.
Yes, Cynthia, thank you.
Can I get you anything, Mr. Trainer? Coffee, tea, me?
Isn't she a riot? That'll be all, Cynthia.
Although the truth is eventually uncovered, a surprised Jack remains convinced that Tess belongs at the top of the business world. Directed by Mike Nichols, Working Girl was filmed entirely in New York City.
Hey, Tess, how you doing?
Comenzamos ya esta lección regresando al estudio de los verbos. Concretamente, vamos a estudiar algunas formas de ciertos verbos defectivos. Por ejemplo, could, que es el pretérito imperfecto del verbo defectivo can, y que por lo tanto significa podía o sabía. Al conjugar esta forma verbal, could, se emplea con todas las personas, tanto del singular como del plural.
She could skate very well when she was younger.
You could apply for a scholarship to the university. You could apply for a scholarship to the university.
Could se emplea también para el pretérito indefinido. Por lo tanto, se puede traducir además por pude, supe, pudimos, supimos, dependiendo de la persona. Así, para decir que supe contestar a todas las preguntas,
I could answer all the questions.
cuando se desea dar mayor énfasis a la idea de habilidad o capacidad, se emplea la expresión to be able to, que al igual que can, también puede significar poder o saber, pero que más literalmente podemos traducirlo como ser capaz de. Incluso en algunos casos puede traducirse por conseguir o lograr. Como es lógico, si queremos emplear el verbo en algún tiempo pasado, utilizaremos las formas adecuadas del verbo to be.
He was able to lift heavy weights.
I was able to talk before I was 2. I was able to talk before I was 2.
Para indicar la imposibilidad de hacer algo por falta de permiso o habilidad, en pasado se emplea could not o la forma abreviada couldn't.
She couldn't drink the tea because it was too hot.
I couldn't take the car because it was out of order. I couldn't take the car because it was out of order.
Bueno, ahora podemos pasar ya a ver una aplicación práctica de todo lo que hemos aprendido en esta lección. Y naturalmente, esto quiere decir que nos vamos ya con los Brown. En esta ocasión, John y Margaret salen de compras a la tienda de su amiga Sally.
Hello, Sally. This is my friend John. Hello, Margaret. Hello, John. I'm pleased to meet you. Sally, can you help us? I need some cassette tapes for my tape recorder. How many cassette tapes do you need? Well, I can't guess the answer. I want 5 cassette tapes. How much does it cost? It doesn't cost much. It only costs $20. Oh, yes, that is very cheap. Here's the money, Sally. Do you want a bag? Yes, please. I need a bag for my cassette tapes. Thank you.
That record player is very expensive. How much does it cost?
That record player is very expensive. It costs $250.
Oh.
Do you need any compact discs? Here are some. Which do you want?
None of them. I don't spend a lot of money on compact discs. Thank you.
I'm going over there for a few minutes. Sally's father is English. Her mother is American. They both speak English. Sally likes dancing. Her boyfriend Bill likes music. They both like fun. Bill can dance very well. Sally can dance as well as Bill.
I like fun, too. I like traveling. All of my friends like traveling. Do you like traveling?
Oh, yes, John. My brother and I traveled as far as the river last Saturday. That's traveling on foot.
How long did you walk?
We walked for 3 hours. We started off at 11 a.m. and we walked till 2 p.m. The city has wide streets and avenues. My brother was able to walk before he was 1.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
My brother was able to play the guitar when he was only 11.
At what age were you able to talk?
I was able to talk before I was 2. Can you go out whenever you like?
Yes, generally.
Yesterday at work, I couldn't take the car because it was out of order.
I'm sorry to hear it. What was wrong? Did you have any trouble with the engine?
Yes, there was some trouble with the engine. I couldn't start the car. The mechanic wasn't able to repair my car yesterday. He can repair it today. He works a little later today.
Can he repair it alone?
Yes, he doesn't need help. I need help.
Why?
I want to apply for a scholarship to the university. Couldn't I apply for a scholarship?
Yes, why not?
I wasn't able to finish my studies at school because of my work, the packages. Last week in an examination, I wasn't able to guess the answer.
Don't worry, John. Your work is important, too. You could apply for a scholarship to the university.
Okay. Sally, can I telephone from here?
Yes, you can telephone from here.
Thank you. Margaret, how many of your friends speak French?
None of them do.
Aquí comienza ya la lección número 27 de este curso de inglés Visual English. ¿Han estudiado ustedes? Si así fuera y quisieran contestarme en inglés, tendrían que emplear el pretérito perfecto, precisamente el tiempo con el que vamos a comenzar esta lección. El pretérito perfecto de los verbos regulares se forma con el auxiliar have o has, dependiendo de la persona, acompañado del verbo que se desea conjugar en participio pasado, que, recordemos, en el caso de los verbos regulares, termina siempre en ed. En inglés se emplea el pretérito perfecto para describir acciones que se realizaron en un período de tiempo determinado, o bien cuando en la frase figura algún adverbio de tiempo.
We have studied very much.
Caroline has traveled all over the world. Caroline has traveled all over the world.
I have wasted my time today. I have wasted my time today.
En conversación se suele abreviar el auxiliar. En el caso de la tercera persona del singular, la abreviación de has, she's, his o its coincide con la abreviación del verbo to be en su tercera persona, pero se distingue simplemente porque has va siempre acompañado de un verbo en participio pasado.
I've already finished my homework. He's brushed his teeth.
I've just finished my homework. I've just started reading this book. I've got a lot to do. I've just finished my homework. I've just started reading this book. I've got a lot to do.
El pretérito perfecto continuo, esto es haber sido o haber estado, se forma en inglés con el pretérito perfecto del verbo to be, esto es have been, y el participio presente o gerundio del verbo que se trate. Generalmente este tiempo se traduce por el presente habitual y describe una acción que empezó en un periodo determinado y que no ha finalizado todavía.
You have been resting since you arrived.
We've been waiting for you all afternoon. Where have you been? We've been waiting for you all afternoon. Where have you been? I have been to the store with John. I have been to the store with John.
Hay muchas expresiones relacionadas con esta parte de la gramática inglesa. Algunas las iremos repasando a lo largo del curso, pero no olviden que en las cintas de audio pueden encontrar muchos ejemplos más y recuerden repetir siempre en voz alta para ir consiguiendo una buena pronunciación.
About 150 million kilometers from Earth, a violent inferno rages. Through all that space, we feel its heat and are blinded by its light. But most of us seldom notice the wind of charged particles it sends just as far. Earth's magnetic field initially deflects the wind, sending many of those particles on a complex detour that catapults them back along magnetic field lines. Earth scientist Tom Hallinan.
The only place where it can get close to the Earth, at all close, is near the magnetic poles, and then it can reach down to where the atmosphere starts.
In Alaskan skies, the wind of charged particles is often noticeable. When it collides with upper atmosphere gases, the resulting chemical reactions produce the aurora borealis, the northern lights. Atmospheric chemist Fred Reese.
When these energetic particles interact with the Earth's gases in the atmosphere, one very important effect is to destroy the paths by which radio waves are normally propagated.
And in March of 1989, it began doing much more than that. As the sun began a tantrum, it repeats about every 11 years, spitting out record amounts of particles and sending the northern lights as far south as Mexico. In the process, it caused major disruptions of power, damaged satellites, and confused radar. At the University of Alaska, scientists are using rockets to send chemistry and physics experiments directly into the aurora.
We're at T-minus 10 minutes and counting, and I'd like to go ahead and get clearance.
While ground-based instruments record its graceful, daunting movements.
2, 1, launch. 1, 2.
All aimed at better understanding this impressive Earth-Sun interaction.
Continuamos en esta lección aprendiendo nuevos tiempos verbales. Y comenzamos con el tiempo futuro. Este se forma para las primeras personas, tanto del singular como del plural, mediante el auxiliar shall, que se coloca entre el sujeto y el verbo que se desea conjugar en infinitivo sin la partícula to.
I shall have my new camera soon. We shall buy a new car next month.
Para el resto de las personas se emplea el auxiliar will para formar el futuro, colocado en la frase de forma similar al caso anterior.
They will go by train.
John will go swimming tomorrow afternoon. He will arrive here at 4 p.m. John will go swimming tomorrow afternoon. He will arrive here at 4 p.m.
De forma habitual, en conversación, se suelen emplear las formas abreviadas para los tiempos futuros.
We'll study mathematics every day. They'll come in time for dinner.
Later, we will go to a restaurant around the corner.
And I'll go with you.
Later, we will go to a restaurant around the corner.
And I'll go with you.
La interrogación con el futuro se forma colocando shall o will delante del sujeto, al que sigue el verbo naturalmente en infinitivo sin to.
Will you have some ice cream?
Y vamos a terminar esta lección con el condicional. Este tiempo se forma empleando el auxiliar should para las primeras personas y would para el resto de las personas. El auxiliar se coloca entre el sujeto y el verbo que se quiere emplear en infinitivo sin la partícula to. Una construcción muy similar a la del futuro, que tan solo varía en el empleo del auxiliar.
I should like to reserve a room for tonight.
It is cold in here. Would you mind closing the window, please? It is cold in here. Would you mind closing the window, please? Would you bring me the letter?